Hello, my star family. How are you guys doing? If you're new here, welcome to the Star Family. We are blessed and highly favored over here, and we're so grateful to have you join our family. All right, so for you guys, star shit of the day, y'all. Let me just say, we've already been in like the time of reflection and whatnot. Um, Today I just decided because I love Sundays. Let me tell y'all something. Like I absolutely love Sundays. Sundays just give me that time of reflection energy, that time to just chill and just like be in the moment. That's what Sundays brings. And I just love it. Like that's my favorite day out of the week. But yeah, so I was in my backyard and I was like, let me just sit down. Let me just like take in the sun and let me leave my phone in my room and let me just, take note of everything and how I'm feeling and whatnot. So I go outside and I'm sitting down and I'm just minding my business and my neighbor is playing, gospel songs. So he was playing some, what's that short guy name? Let me find his name real quick. Kirk Franklin. I don't know why I could not think of that man's name. So yeah, he was playing some Kirk Franklin. Just he was playing like a lot of gospel songs, and I'm chilling, I'm vibing because I'm like I didn't bring my phone, I didn't bring nothing, no kind of music, so I'm just sitting down here. I was like, oh yes, I love this. Like it was early in the morning too, and I just love that. And guess what song came on, y'all? I know I've mentioned this song on this channel. Like I know I've mentioned this song because when I tell y'all the song that played next was called God Favored Me. If y'all don't know, if y'all don't know that song, like please just play that song. Like when I tell you, like every time that song just like out of nowhere comes on, I'm like, oh yes, confirmation, confirmation. Because if you don't know the song, let me just go ahead and tell you like how it goes, as far as like the lyrics and stuff. Ooh, cause that's my song. Like when that shit comes on, when that shit comes on, it's just like something just takes a hold of me, and I'm just like, yes, because I've been through it, and I'm literally on the other side of going through it. So let me just start. It goes like, love is patient, caring. Love is kind. Love is felt most when it's genuine. But I've had my share of love abused, manipulated, and its strength misused. And I can't help but give you glory when I think about my story, and I know you favored me because my enemies did try but couldn't triumph over me. Yes, they did try but couldn't triumph over me. They whispered, conspired, they told their lies. God favors me. My character, my integrity, my faith in God, He favors me. Will not fall, will not bend, won't compromise. God favors me. I speak life and prosperity, and I speak health. God favors me. Every time I hear this song, I'm just like, bro, yes, it takes me back because y'all, all through my life, people have talked they shit, they whisper behind my back and all these different things, and it's just like I've had to like constantly prove like myself and my worth, and it's just like I was so tired and I was so fed up, and I believe 2020, like 2020 going to 2021, it was really 2021, that was the year where I was just like, fuck that, like I don't give a fuck what people think. Like I tell y'all, I've talked. I don't know if I talked about the roommate situation that I had, but it was just like it makes a lot of sense how things transpired the way that it did. Because even from being in a, I already told y'all my like how my family is or whatever. Being in this kind of household where they don't understand me, and I say they, like really my parents don't really understand me, but it's just like being in there, and it's just like, okay, whatever, like, you don't understand me, I don't understand y'all, like, I don't understand the way that y'all parent, because I know I wouldn't be parenting my child the way that y'all parent us, you feel me? So going like that, where it's just like I just wanted to break out of the house, and I was just like, I was seeking everything outside of myself instead of being my own parent, or at least parenting my own inner child. So I was seeking outside validation. So boom, ended up in a roommate situation with a narcissist. And y'all already, if y'all don't know what narcissist is, go ahead and look that shit up. Okay, because you be surprised the people that are around you that are narcissists or have a lot of narcissist tendencies. And I'm not saying that we all don't have narcissist tendencies. Yes, it's all in us, but there's a lot of people who are literally what they call a fucking narcissist, and that's just period. Like, we know we have like shadow and light aspects of ourselves, but there's people who are like the embodiment of a narcissist. So yeah, we keeping it real over here. So yeah, I've happened into a roommate situation with a narcissist, and it was just that kind of thing where I was seeking her validation. I was seeking outside validation, and it was just like, yeah, nah. And I was pouring so much of myself into that instead of pouring into myself. You feel me? And so that's how I was already getting those inklings, like she talking about me behind my back to her friends, this, and that, whatever, where she was. And it was just a lot of negativity. And it was just like, that song just brings me back and makes me reflect on everything that has happened, because that year was literally my biggest spiritual awakening ever. And that was the year where I thought a lot of people that was around me, like I thought they were my friends, they literally fell the fuck off, because God knew that they were doing this. They were conspiring behind my back. They were gossiping about me and stuff like that. And although it wasn't being shown in a 3D, it was just kind of like my higher self was giving me that, like, inkling about them. It was giving me that, like, my intuition was really, really heightened, because I was like, this bitch talking about me, but it was just like there was no proof until, like, the subliminals and stuff like that on social media. Y'all know how the subliminals be starting, child. I'll be like, oh girl, like, it's so petty. It was so childish. But yeah, until those things started happening, I was already getting that inkling, and I started setting my boundaries. And y'all already know, when you set a boundary with a narcissist, that's how you know, bitch. That's how you catch them red-handed, setting them boundaries. That's not a friend. If you set the boundaries and they find that there's a problem with that, that's not a fucking friend. And that's lesson one. Set them damn boundaries, because because during those times you're teaching them how to treat you, and if you constantly allow them to take advantage of you, or constantly allow them to hold what they have above you, like, as in, like, some kind of power that they have over you, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, that's fine, you're making the money right now, so let me just let you take control of the whole fucking apartment, when that shit, my name is on there too, you feel me? Like, that person couldn't have gone there without my name and my credit and all of that other shit. So it's like I had to think about that shit. But before, like, I was like, I was at a place where I didn't have no money, I didn't have nothing, so I had to allow that person to, like, pour into the apartment for now, until I did get myself on my feet again. But in that situation, it was just like I was kind of just like setting back. I wasn't using my voice. I wasn't, like, setting my boundaries or anything like that. So then fast forward, when I was getting back on my feet, and I was just like, okay, cool, like, I can buy my own groceries, you can buy your own groceries now, instead of us having to compromise on what to eat and all this other stuff. And once that started happening, like, little by little, I sensed like a problem, like there was a problem brewing, you feel me? And so that's why I say, like, that song, like, it just takes me back to that moment, and then it makes me look at where I am now, because, mind you, if I did never set my boundaries, I probably still would have been in that, like, in a captive kind of state, like, in a fucking box, not really speaking my mind, allowing somebody else to control me and my power and stuff, just because of 3D shit, like, just because of what's happening in the material world. But it's like, my spirit, like, nobody can just control my spirit but me. Like, it's my fucking spirit. That's my power that I have with myself. You feel me? And so it was just like that song, like God favored me because I can see how like the shit, how the pieces fell. Like all those people that fucking fell out of my life, that was God. That was intervention. That was divine intervention. And it was just like, I know it was hard for me to let go of a lot of those people that was around me at that time because not only the roommate situation, but it was people that, I was growing up with, that all we did was literally smoke and go to the club. Like it was nothing, no depth to it or anything like that. But they didn't do me wrong. It was just more so like they were funny, like, and that's what it was. And I love being around people who make me laugh. But if I'm gonna accept all these other qualities, like of if all my needs are not being met and all you can do is just make me laugh, it's just like, okay, like what else can you do for me? And like, because I can pour into other people, and it's not even about like money, it's about like what my spirit can do. Like, I can heal you energetically. Like that's like I'm a healer, you feel me? So all that shit that's happening in the material world, like in this 3D, is not that, like that's not that fulfilling, you feel me? Like just my presence alone can heal anything that you have out here, because a lot of that shit is mental. A lot of that shit is like your energetic ties to all these toxic negativity and stuff. So when I think about that song and I start singing that song, I'm like, oh my goodness, like I'll be so grateful because God got me out of that situation. And when I tell you got me out of that situation, because I was surrounded by like, liars, cheaters, like scammers, like bitch, like, and when I tell you, like, I know I didn't really like dibble or dabble like that deep into it, but at that time I was like, I ain't got no money. Let me try this. When I tell y'all, every little thing that I tried to do, every scam thing that I tried to do, it failed. Like it did not go through because that is not destined for me. Like I'm not supposed to be operating on low vibrations and low vibration energy. You feel me? Like it's just not for me. Like my path is divinely guided. So, and me being a chosen one, me being one who like is very very heavily anointed, I'm not supposed to be operating on like lying, cheating, still like I just that's not for me. Like and when I do it, oh best believe I'm gonna get that karma tenfold because and now tell me like this is not what you're supposed to be doing. You feel me? So that's why I learned that lesson there. Like I was just like, yeah. Because in my head, like I was just like, how come every time she's doing all of these bad things, like it's happening for her? But it's like that's how the comparing come. Like that pad, they let them do what they supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to be doing that shit though. And you gonna see how just because it's their season right now to get what they want, this fast kind of way, you gonna see how you being patient and you waiting and you like taking it day by day, taking it step by step, that's gonna bring more into your reality than these fast things because they're operating off of fast fulfillment, fast stimulations and stuff. And that's just not how it works. Like as fast as you got it is the fastest you gonna lose it. And that's what was happening. Like I was seeing that with my own eyes. Like she would be laying like I'm getting all this money, da 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 da, but it will be leaving her bank account real quick. So it's like, is that really like something that I want? No. Like I wanna grow my blessings. I want if I'm building a legacy, I will want that shit to be growing authentically. Like, like I'm putting in that work, I'm planting that seed. And I just saw a post just now, it was like, you can't plant the seed and want to eat that fruit in that same day. And that is so true because no, like it takes nourishment, it takes time for all of that. So looking where I was then versus now, I'm just like that song really gets me into that reflection period because the way I was over here trying to prove my worth and I was trying to tell them like that I know this person, I've been living with this person for 6 months, I'm able to see patterns and stuff like that, and I'm over here trying to tell these people that are in cahoots like with this girl, like because we all became like mutual friends. So it was just like, and I see how they chose like not to believe me, they chose to still stick by her side, and it was just like that's why God had to intervene because these people don't even know who they are. That's why they keep somebody like that around, you feel me? And it's just so crazy. It's so crazy because you would never know until God like literally isolate you from the rest and like take you out of these situations that were put there to bring you down. You feel me? Because the, I'm sure this person had an ulterior motive, like leading into this. Whereas me, I was just like, we'll see what happens. Like I don't have no ulterior motives with nobody. That don't even concern me. You feel me? It's about me, and even when it's about me, I'm just literally going with the flow. I don't know what's to come. You feel me? So, but there's these people out here who will see you, and it's not even them with their 3D. It's the demons that are attached to them. You feel me? It's like their energy, like they see something that they don't have and they want it. You feel me? That's why I say about being anointed. Like you are anointed. Like if you have, it's something in you. It's not on you, it's in you. So they want that power that lies within you, and they gonna do whatever they want. They gonna do whatever they can, lie, cheat, steal, in order to get that. So it's just crazy how like now I'm in a space where I do have my safe haven. Like I have this space where I don't have to be worried about being aligned with these kind of people, like these wishy-washy people, because they're a part of the problem too. Just because they're as much as a problem as the person who actually did those negative things, who was the actual narcissist. Being aligned with a narcissist and you're agreeing with everything, you're like very, very closely aligned with them, like you're going out to eat and drink and stuff like that, you're just as much as a part of the problem. You feel me? So I do not need no kind of wishy-washiness around me, like at all. So that's why like I'm like, yeah. And it's so crazy how now like the same people who are aligned with this narcissist is coming, like, you know, liking my photos and leaving nice messages and stuff like that. So it's just like, how much of a friend are you really? Like, you playing both sides. You can't do that. Like, it's not about playing both sides. You need to be authentic with yourself, and that's just period. So I'm just grateful. Like it's that period of reflection where you can reflect on the bad things that you've been through, and you're just grateful for where you're at now. Like grateful for who the people that are aligned with you now. Like, you know, for all the people that are aligned with you right now. And I'm just like, yeah, like I really came a long way from these like disses, these subs, subliminals and stuff like that. Like listen, like these jokes that were negative as hell, like they weren't really fucking jokes, like, you know, like yeah, like those kind of people, like I'm glad they are not in my life. Like the people that I have close to me that has access to me, I was very intentional with those kind of people, because they don't bring drama, they don't bring negativity. And that song, every time that song plays, I'm just like, thank you, God. Because thank you, God. I wasn't able to see it while I was going through that storm. But now that I'm out of that storm, I'm able to see how God was really like intervening and got me the fuck out of there quickly. Like when I tell you, quickly got me out of there. And I'm so blessed and highly favored, y'all. Like that's why I say, like, at that time, yes, she was getting all that fast cash, but right now I already talked about how people are getting their karmic justice, like people are paying their karmic debts. So it's like, yeah, then that was happening. This narcissist was, you know, in the wind. She was in green, but who knows how it's looking now? You feel me? And she can paint a picture, and that's how these narcissists will do. Like they paint a picture because they want to protect their fucking what's the word? Reputation. They want to protect their reputation. They don't really care about how they actually are, because these people don't actually love themselves. And that really, like just knowing that, like when I found that out, I was like, yeah, nah, like you really are hurt. Like, and I'm not saying nobody's broken, but it's like it's a lot of hurt souls that you really have to, like, they have to figure out like what allows them to heal, like, you know, because they seek outwardly to other people so they can heal them. But it's like, nah, you can't seek outwardly. You have to parent your own inner child. You have to do the work yourself. And she was looking to me to be her healer. That's why she didn't really care too much about like taking care of like the bills or nothing like that, because I was helping on emotional sense. Like, you know, I was providing that comfort energetically. And it's just like, that's something that money cannot even buy. You feel me? There's so many people out here going through depression and stuff like that. And they can throw money at the issue, but it's like, you cannot cure your depression if you're not doing the work, if you're not doing the inner work. So it's like, that is something that money cannot buy. I know the power that I have. You feel me? So when I figured that shit out, I was just like, yeah, nah, like, I should not be just throwing away my power like this to people who don't even deserve it. Like, you feel me? And that's just that. Like, you need to do that shit yourself. And that's just period. So, ooh, child, like, I just be, that song really gets me because it's just such a good song. Like, I can see, like, just how everything transformed from 2021 to 2022. And I'm so grateful, and just how close I am to my blessings, and like the karmic, like the karmic justice that I'm coming close to, like, because God saw all of that shit. Like, the divine saw it all. The divine heard all that was talked about behind my back when I wasn't in the house, like all of those things, and heard all the people who were aligned, like who were even joining her, because this bitch was over here trying to recruit people to take me down. And that's how you know, like, these people can't operate alone. They cannot face me alone. They have to bring all these other low vibrational people in order to, like, you know, huddle up together to take me down. Like, bitch, I'm like, really? Like, that's how you know a bitch is scared. That's how you know, like, my energy, like, it can cause a bitch to have fear of herself, because these people who don't know themselves, who don't have love for themselves, they are, it's like a weak, it's like you're weak energetically, because you have to pour into yourself. And it's not to say like I'm better than you, this is not. No, it's not about that. It's about like how you have to be the one to be your own savior. You have to pour into yourself. You have to heal your inner child wounds. You have to parent your own child. You can't blame, like, yeah, my mom wasn't there for me, my dad wasn't here for me. No, because I can easily be doing that shit for myself. Like, no, but I choose not to. I already had a conversation with my dad the other day, and I told him, I was like, shit, I raised myself. I parent myself. Yes, y'all provided like necessary needs for us in our survival. But nah, like, I did the work as far as the emotional work. I did all of that shit. I had to learn that, you know? And then I had to hear from other people's experience so I can know if what would happen if that was in my shoes, you know? So that's why I say, like, it's so important to, like, parent your inner child, and it's so important to love yourself, because the way, like, oof, you be running around here seeking outwardly for things like these quick advances, these quick fulfillment that does not last. So you're constantly on go 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 go, and that turns into like addiction. Like, you're addicted to the fast pace, the fast fulfillment, all that or whatever. And it's just like, nah, like, I would easily wait and, like, pour onto my seeds, nourish my seeds so it can grow and it can last, it can have a great foundation. You feel me? And yeah, like, and I just finished watching this YouTube video, and the guy was like, he said he was on a date, or he met somebody or whatever, and the first question that he asked them was, do you love yourself? And bitch, what I tell you, when he said that shit, that hit my heart, because I said, ooh, like, I'm gonna have to be asking people that, like, and that goes for friendships, that goes for relationships, that goes for everybody, like, do you love yourself? And the way I see their reaction, they can lie in my face, bitch, I'm already know, because it's just like, you got to be confident in knowing who you are and loving every part of you. And if you're not, baby, I don't need you in my space, because I know, as the healer that I am, I'm not the person to be your parent because your parent wasn't here. You feel me? Or this and that. No. And I've seen how I was that in that friendship and in the relationship that I was after that friendship. So it was just like, yeah, no, I'm good. It's a lot of people who are not doing the inner work. And it's just like me being intentional with the people I keep surrounded by me, the people who are actually doing the work, who are actually doing the reflections and all of that in their lives, and seeing how they are now and seeing what hurt them in the past and understanding why it hurt them. Those are the people I want to be aligned with. You feel me? And me being so intentional with this is going to make my next partner, the next person that comes into my life, be that same way. Instead of like these people who are seeking parents, seeking, mother and father figures. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. It's not going to happen. So yeah, I really had to say that because that song just plays like randomly, and I know I needed to hear that shit because I know by speaking about my story and what I went through, it definitely helped somebody. And yeah, you are not alone, sis. Like us being the people who are blessed and highly favored, like we gonna be coming across these people who want to take our power, and I feel like it's just people got to know that because I was walking in there not thinking. I was thinking me, I was thinking everybody is like me, but no, not everybody is like me. Okay, and I had to learn that lesson because it's so dangerous if you walk around this world thinking that everybody is kind and caring and all of this and has such a pure heart when that's not the case. And that smacked me right in the fucking face. And the Lord had to do that, okay? The divine had to do that. Because now that look at where I am now. I'm stronger and I'm wiser and I understand, you know? So that's what I have to say. That's third shit of the day. And I'm so glad, you guys are here to listen to my story. Like, I'm so grateful for all of this. I'm grateful for the journey because this shit is all a process, and I'm so grateful for every last thing that has happened because y'all gonna see. Like, God gonna bless me in y'all face, and that's just period. That's just period. Like, I fucking know it. So yeah, I be feeling bad for people low-key because I don't know. It's like you can't save them. You can't be the savior, y'all. Like, and that's what I had to learn. That was such a hard lesson for me to learn too. Anyways, let's get into these cards. What do my listeners and viewers need to know right now? Let me get one more. All right, boom. Ooh, y'all. All right, so the first one that came out was this one. It says, I will exhale all that weighs me down. This just came out again, and literally, I feel like it's so important. And that's why even at this time, like, me, talking about like everything that used to hold me down, like other people used to hold me down, other people's in their perspectives, their opinions, and all of that. And I'm just like, yeah, nah, like I really have to exhale all of that shit because all of that shit was not me. Like, I had to figure out what was actually me, what I actually wanted, what I wanted my path to look like, and yeah, like you gotta excel all of these limited beliefs that other people are placing onto you and stuff, and just excel all of that shit. Especially the full moon is coming up soon, I believe October 9th, and Aries full moon. And yeah, that's the best time, like during this time where you're actually excelling all that weighs you down, all that no longer serves you. And I feel like that's something that you should actively do. Like, I don't be waiting until the full moon. Like, I just be like, as I go along, I'm like, yeah, okay, that shit don't serve me no more. Let me let that shit go. Because I mean, what's the point? Like, let that shit go. But yeah, like that's so important. And then this one that came out, it says, I will not look back, only forward. And that's so fitting for this freaking segment too, because y'all, I was even that song, like it brought me back, but it's just like just because I'm reflecting doesn't mean I'm accepting all these people in the past who were, a part of the problem. No, you can reflect on it and you can see how how you were and how you are now. But the reason behind doing that is for you to make better choices, for you to understand why those choices that you made in the past did not serve you, and why you should move into this, path, into this, yeah, why you should move into this space, like, yeah, don't look back, only look forward. That's why, like, I was really, really intentional. Like, I was when I tell y'all, I was blocking, I was unfollowing, I was cutting people off, like, that do not serve me, because I don't need I don't need them to have that access to me. Like, especially from these old jobs, these past jobs that I used to work. And it was just like, the only thing we had in common was us working this job. But if I'm not at the job no more, what is the point of having you have access to me? Like, that was weird. So yeah, I was going on a whole unfriending spree and everything. And I know Snapchat was that one, because I had Snapchat since I was in high school. And I was just like, a lot of y'all are from when I was working at these jobs, and it's like, I'm not even at these jobs no more. Like, what is the reason? Like, what is the reason that y'all even have access to me? So, bitch, I was over here unfollowing, unfriending, doing all of that, and I did not care. I was just like, yeah, like, we're excelling all that weighs you down. And I feel like having these ties to you, that's energetic. You can't know, like, who has, like, access to your energy, unless you're being, like, intentional and being like, I let go all that does not serve me. Everybody who has a tie to me, like, you have to be really, really intentional about it, about cutting those soul ties, because yeah, it's a lot of people who are still, like, pulling on your energetic strings, and you don't even know. So yeah, I feel like people just all need to be real, real intentional about letting go of these people, and wishing them a good look on their journey, because nah, you ain't about to have no more damn ties to me. And me, I don't play that. Like, I'll be like, oop, I let go of anything, every people, person, place, or thing. All right. And what affirmation cards do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Let me get one more. All right, so this one says, today I believe. Today I will see the miracles and love surrounding me. I would never get tired of this card, because y'all don't understand like, how much, like, you having a belief, like, how strong that is, like, how so important it is for you to have belief. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe in miracles, like, because I've seen the bad. Like, I've seen the situations that I placed myself in, and just looking at how my life is now, and how I'm in that preparation stage of things that I have not yet even seen before. That's why I'm like, y'all, I can't even grasp it, because I've never seen it in reality. But it's like a knowing. It's like my spirit knows, and, like, it's a feeling. I can't explain it, but it's just a feeling, how I know I am in the process of transformation. And yeah, like, very, very soon, y'all. Very, very soon. And that's why me heavily believing that shit. That's why you see those posts that be saying, like, you low-key gotta be really, really delusional. Because it's so true. Like, you really have to be delusional, because that's how it works. Like, and that's just period. That's literally how it works. You really have to be delusional. Like, bitch, when I tell you, like, that will take you so far, you being delusional. Because if I say, like, yes, I believe I'm gonna have this, and I genuinely believe that shit, why wouldn't it happen? Like, why wouldn't it happen? Because it's my belief, it's my reality. I am the creator of my own reality. So if I believe that shit, nobody outside of me can sway my belief. You feel me? That's how powerful belief is, y'all. Like, that's why these people who are successful, like, you know, these people who are actually out here doing shit, like the creators of Apple, like Tesla, what's his name, Elon Musk, these people, like, they already cracked the code. They cracked the code and they fucking knew that shit. They knew before getting this shit, they had a belief. They fucking knew it. They believed that they were going to be able to change the world the way that they did. And that's why I say, like, you having limited beliefs on yourself and your situation, that's not going to serve you. Like, that's something that you need to be letting the fuck go. Because that will hold you down. That will keep you in a box. That will keep you stuck. That will keep you stagnant. And we don't do that over here. Like, when I tell y'all, I say I believe. Y'all can see it with your own eyes, because I know people want to see it before they believe it. And it's just like, that's another one that is just like, that will keep you stuck too, because honestly, you just gotta know. And that's the same thing. Just as much as you know God, and you know, like, of his love, and you know of your protection because of your relationship with God, it's the same thing. You should know that you should believe, you should have trust, you should have faith that all will work out, that you will be successful, that you will make it out here. It's the same thing. So that's why I'm saying, like, y'all be having that separation and that disconnection between it, but it's just like, no, that same belief that you have for a higher power is the same belief that you should have in yourself. And that's just period. And this one says, today I feel good. Today I know deep down that I look good, feel good, and I'm a good person. And that's just period. That's just period, y'all. Like, when I tell y'all, bitch, I know this. I know it down to my core, down to the depths of me, y'all, because I've had that revelation, y'all. Like, y'all, I have that revelation where I've met people outside of me who don't operate in my kindness, in my loving nature. So that's why I'm able to even 10 times, like, believe in myself that I know I feel good. I know I look good, period. Feel good, and I'm a good person, bitch. Like, nobody can tell me otherwise. Like, people used to go around here, like, when I tell y'all, dead ass, like, people used to walk around here, even when I was in school, like, they just always thought I was mean. And it was just like, you don't even know me. Like, some of these people that be saying, like, oh, you mean? Like, I thought you was mean because yada, yada, yada. Bitch, did you ever have a conversation with me? Like, the people that swear they knew me from school and stuff like that, bitch, you did not know me from school. And that's just period. Like, my family don't even know me, so how the hell would you know me? You feel me? Like, I'm the only person that know me, and the people who actually has had those, like, you know, deep conversations with me can understand me as a person as well. But when I was in school, I barely had deep conversations with a lot of them, and they just assume, and that's the problem. Like, a lot of people be assuming, like, and that pisses me off. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just be like, why are you assuming that? Like, you assuming I'm this because it is. Like, what? No, you can ask me straight up and I would not lie to you. I don't lie. We already been talking about liars, cheaters, scammers. Bitch, I don't do none of that. And I'm telling you, I don't lie. So you can ask me any fucking question. I'm going to tell you the truth. We can have a deep ass conversation and you will know me after the end of that conversation. And that's going to change your whole perception of me, because y'all have like this, people have this assumption about me, and I'm just like, I just be doing me. Like, people need to stop that. Like, if you don't know something, just ask the damn question. And I don't know, people just been assuming shit since I was born, okay? Even in my family, like, assuming I'm doing drugs because I'm saging my place because they smell something they ain't never smelled before. Why are you assuming? You can ask me. I'm saging. Like, they're assuming I'm doing witchcraft. They're assuming all of these things. It's just like it's getting tired. It's getting old. Like, it's really getting tired and old. Like, child, I'd be sick of it. Anyways, this one says, whatever I do today is more than enough. Period. And that's just period. Like, I told y'all, in this state, like, I've been kind of just doing this. Like, I'm not really doing much or whatever, but it's just like, I know this is more than enough. Like, in whose like eyes like should I be worried about not doing enough? Like, no, I don't have nobody above me just like, oh, you should be doing this. No, like, this is the way, this is my path. And that's why like people need to understand that like you can't force somebody to be moving on your own time. No, like everybody, that's why I say like even how like I talk to people and stuff like that. I tell them my story. I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is how I feel, but yada yada yada. So they can relate and they'll be like, yeah, like I honestly like I've been feeling like that too. Like I just been this and that. And it's just like it's authentic, it's genuine. Like if you decide to just wake up today, just make your little breakfast or whatever and go back to sleep, bitch, that's okay. Like it is what it is. That's your life that you're living. It's not mine. Who am I to tell you like, oh, you should be doing this, that, and the third? Nah, like you gonna do it when you feel like you want to do it, and that's just period. So yeah, so whatever you do today is more than enough, and it's a good Sunday, y'all. I love me a fucking Sunday, bitch. A Sunday is just more of a relax. I wanted to do this because I was just like that song came, and I was like, yeah, let me talk to my Star family, but I still would have been okay not doing it or doing it. Like it doesn't take that much out of me, you know. So that's why I'm able to come up here and do this for you guys, because I love to do it because it's more so like pouring into myself. You feel me? And then this one says, I honor my body and believe it is a blessing. Ooh. I don't know if y'all can see it. But period, like when I tell y'all, going through those phases of like seeking validation outside of me, my body used to be, well, I'm gonna say my body was definitely one of the main things that I was just kind of like insecure about, because this is before I even had sex, y'all. Like I was just like, ooh, like what is it? What are people gonna think? This and that. Until somebody told me like people don't care. Like niggas don't care about that. Like this and that. And I was like, for real? After that, boop, it was like a shift. I don't know, y'all. It was something inside of me. It was just like, boop. It was a click that snapped. And I was just like, you know, you fucking right. Like, why should I care about what other people think? You know, like, I know my body is thebomb.com. You feel me? Like, and that's why I say, that's why I love people like Lizzo. She's a person that popped up in my head. Because it's so annoying when people be like, oh, like, you're so confident, you're so this, now. Like, more people should be like that, like, period. And I know she's not gonna change, even if she become like, even if she decides she wants to lose weight. Bitch, she is a bomb ass bitch, period. Like, people be so caught up in this physical reality and about these, like, our characters that we're being played in this reality. Like, that's like you harping on your sim character and you really caring about like how they look and this and that. Yeah, we be making some good looking ass sim characters, but at the end of the day, like, it wasn't the whole gist of everything. Like, you wanted to connect with people. How do you connect with people? Not just by the physical. It's about getting to know that person within. You feel me? So it's just like, why does this shit even matter? Like, you know, like, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Like, it really isn't. You just make sure you are genuine, authentically yourself, and you're good. You're good. People are gonna feel that energy. Like, the way Lizzo is energetically. Like, she knows herself. She's talked about her those times where she didn't love herself, all of that. Her being vulnerable, her being authentic, like, that exudes out of her. That's why she's as big as she is now, you know. And I'm saying, like, all knowing, you feel me? Like, yeah, people can feel that. That's energetic. It's not about how you look at all. Like, people have proven time and time again how it's not about how you look. These rappers and stuff, they don't even be looking the best, and they got, you know, all this money. Why? It's energy. It's not about how they look. I guarantee you. But people turn around and they like how they look now that they got money. You see how things work? It's crazy. Anyways, we're gonna get one card from, I should say spirit cards. I was thinking about Christ, but I think I just said Christ because how big the word was on the thing is. But yeah, our spirit cards. Let's see. What do my listeners and viewers need to hear right now? Please and thank you. Ooh, that one just fell out. I'm gonna get one more card. Please and thank you. listeners and viewers we see here right now, please and thank you. Let me get this one. So this one says, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Oh, period. Let me read this one more time. Hold on. It says, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Mark 11:24. Y'all, this is not what I was just talking about believing? It's the same. It's the same message, y'all. Like, about believing. Like, it says, whatever you say, whatever you desire, when you pray and you believe that you receive that thing that you desired, you will have it. That's manifesting. Like, y'all, like, I swear, like, I be trying to tell people it's as simple as that. But the problem is people don't be believing what the fuck they say they want. They don't be believing the things that they actually desire that they can have in their reality. They don't believe that shit. So it's something as simple as this. They literally say this shit. Like Mark 11:24. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Like, it's so crazy. Y'all, I don't even read the Bible, y'all. And that was Mark 11:24. I don't read the Bible, and these people, these Bible readers are the ones that saying like, we don't, what is manifest? You're not supposed to manifest this, and that. That's literally manifestation in the Bible. Like, they literally just said that. Y'all, I cannot make this up because I know I don't read the Bible. But this is crazy. Like, that is manifesting your reality. Your that's changing your reality. You have to believe that shit. And once you believe it, that's why I said walking around here like you are delusional. Like, you know, like for a fact. Like, that's what I'm telling y'all. I know for a fact I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on this trip that's coming up. Like, I don't care what this 3D is showing me, bitch. I do not care. Just how I got that apartment. I was working part-time job. I didn't know how. I didn't know when. I don't know where. Bitch, the pieces was falling because that's what I wanted and that's what I believed that I was going to be able to get. I walked around this whole house, was like, I'm going to give me an apartment. I know it. I'm going to move out. I was saying that shit. I was affirming that shit to me because I fucking knew that shit was going to happen. And nobody outside of me could tell me otherwise. And then when that shit happened, everybody looking around like, oh wow. Oh, wow. It happened. That's the same thing with this. Like, people, I be doing this. I swear I be doing the things I say I'm going to do. You feel me? Like, because I believe in myself. And I believe that I can get that shit done. Just like this channel. Like, y'all, like, I'm affirming this shit to myself. And I know, like, whatever thing that I put my energy towards, it turns to gold. And that's just period. Because I know I was born to be successful. And that's just period. If you don't believe that for yourself, then that's the issue with you and yourself. Okay? Y'all gotta handle that yourselves, but I can't be the one to pour it into y'all and pour the belief that I have onto you, because like, I don't believe people outside of myself unless you prove to me that you can be trusted, unless you prove to me through actions, not even just words, because like I said, there's a lot of liars, cheaters, scammers out here, okay, that be falsifying their reality. And bitch, nah, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it straight up. I'm gonna keep it real. And that's just me. So that's why I'm attracting those people who do the same. And that's why people who are surrounding me right now, they do the same. They keep it real with me. They are straight up. They are literally very intentional about the way they live their lives. And I'm very intentional about the way I live my lives. So that's why I'm attracting those people in return. You feel me? These people who believe in greatness, like, just because it's not in their reality right now, they believe that shit can happen. And that's all that matters. Like, we going up, y'all. We going up from here. And that's period. Like I already said, this is the origin story. And y'all seeing this shit. Woo! Okay, so this one says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him and delivered them. Psalm 34:7. Now this one, I'm going to look up. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. Because what does encampeth mean? Let me look this up, y'all, because hold on. Okay, okay. So let's start. Okay, and then a camp means to set up or occupy a camp. Okay. So the one that says it says the angel of the Lord it camps around those who fear him and rescues them. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so basically, when they talk about like they even said it was like godly fear, because you're supposed to have like a fear of God. And that like for somebody who didn't read the Bible, that really used to like get me stuck, because I was just like, when it comes to like something like fear, it's just like we know fear is an illusion, right? So it's like, why do I was like, why would God want us to fear? Like that emotion, I should say. But what made me start thinking, I was just like, I don't think it's necessarily fear him, but to and understand the power, I should say. Yeah. Understand his power that he has, and it's out of respect in a sense, like you can say, just like you can say you respect somebody, just because you respect them doesn't mean that you fear him. That's what I want to get to. Yeah, that's what I want to say. And that's why like it got me a little, taken aback, because I was like, because they use that word fear, but I feel like they just couldn't find the word that's best used to replace a fear. You feel me? That's what I think. But think of how like people act when it comes to fear. Like they're like, oh, I know where my ground is. I know where I'm not gonna try to challenge you. In that sense, that's what I think they use that term fear, because they wouldn't want somebody to challenge God, and that's the thing. So that's why like I have to have that like realization myself. So that's why they say like fear. So this one says, the angel of the Lord encamps around about those who fear him and they deliver him. That basically, because they understand his power, they understand the true power. This is like divine. I've already said like we worried about what's going on in this 3D, in our own lives, but the divine watch overs all. We can't say that we have that power as far as like watching over all when we're only in our own bubble. You feel me? I hope y'all feeling what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I was just like, when it came to that word fear, I was just like, yeah, nah. That don't sit right with me. But I understand what it's meant. So I hope y'all understand what it meant when he said, he basically delivers the people who do fear him, who has that, when they say a godly, God fearing, that term when they say God fearing man, like I want a God fearing man. That's that kind of thing. Because, a lot of people walk around here like they just, they don't believe in no kind of higher power or nothing. Like they believe it's just them. And I'm like, y'all need to sit the fuck down. Like, yeah, but no judgment over here. But I'm just like, okay, keep it pushing, keep it pushing. Not everybody gonna understand. But yeah, I hope that was a good reading for you guys. Other than that, thank you guys. Y'all make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your family and friends if this message did resonate with you guys. And yeah, y'all stay flowing, glowing, and growing. Bye.